Hey, Curt Johnson here on my David and Goliath channel with your battle within. The battle within we're going to talk about today is how we deal with limitations or weaknesses as we're moving forward in our challenges or endeavors or business or whatever it is we're wanting to accomplish in our life, relationships, health, or whatever it is. So we all have strengths and weaknesses, and I'm a huge proponent of playing to your strengths. I've taught the Strengths Finder program for decades, and just believe in that, play to your strengths. But having said that, we all have weaknesses, blind spots, or challenges that we deal with also. And so when we're in a situation where those will become something that we have to grapple with, how do we handle it? One of my weaknesses is I am directionally challenged. When I park at a shopping mall, I learned early on I need to remember what store I parked by, because if I didn't, I would never find my car. Going out a door, even at a hotel, left or right, I don't know, even though I've been out the door 3 or 4 times. Yeah, directionally challenged is what I called it. Even on the survival resistance and escape training at the Air Force Academy, I did find in most of it, except for I did get lost, and they had to come find me on one of the 2-day expeditions. So I am directionally challenged, north, south, east, and west. It just gets all scrambled in my mind. Thank God for the GPS. But this was a few years before the GPS. I was called into an assignment in Hong Kong for 6 weeks, and Hong Kong has an elaborate system of rails and subways, well, they're actually not subways, but a rail system that is just, well, at that time it seemed like world class to me, but directionally challenged with most of the signage in Chinese and most of the people not speaking English. I had to navigate that system for 6 weeks to fulfill some of my responsibilities as to why I was there. So one of my weaknesses was highlighted and accentuated in that situation. Not even been able to ask directions really or understand what the signs were saying. So what do you do? Many times we are presented opportunity, but we don't take it because we're afraid we'll fail. Maybe that will look stupid. A number of mind games goes in the battle within the brain. But in that one, even though I knew the risk of failure was high and the appearance of looking stupid, I sure did to a bunch of Hong Kong residents that time, but nevertheless, and even my associates back at the hotel and all that, it was worth it. I wanted to press through. I wanted to take this assignment on, even though I wasn't able to lean into a strength. I had to actually overcome a weakness. So I guess that's the first moral of the story. Sometimes go ahead and do things even though you can't play to your strengths, so you can stretch everything you want is right outside your comfort zone. And so be willing to press through that. So what did I do? I said, okay, what am I good at? And they had great maps of the system. And I've always loved maps, so I just studied the map. I'm also a pretty good numbers guy, so even though the names of all the exits and getting on and off and the intersections didn't mean much to me, they were numbered. And so I was just very diligent to look at the map and count the numbers. Okay, this is stop number 6. I need to get off at stop number 7, so on and so forth. So by looking at what I could do, I was able to navigate that really beautiful, complex system of transportation that they have here, and ended up having a lot of fun with it and fulfilling the reason why I was there. So you might be facing a similar battle right now and shying away from it because you know it's a weakness, or at least part of it will include your weakness. I encourage you to be courageous. Play to your strengths, but also there are ways to get around your weaknesses to fulfill what it is that you want to do and win that battle that rages within inside of you so that you can become better, sharper, and closer to where you want to go in the days ahead. So if you like this channel, go ahead and like, subscribe, share it with others. I'm wanting to reach end-time warriors in these crazy times so that they can win the battle within more often, so we'll win the battles outside more often.